What's good and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be comparing a pair of retail triple whites to a pair of replica triple whites. These are the things you're gonna wanna look for when purchasing triple whites, because although there was 1.2 million pairs sold on the second release, there are still a ton of replicas on the market, and I don't want you to get caught. So let's look at the shoe, let's look at the box, let's look what's inside the box, and go from there. Let's get it. All right, so these are the two pairs. I'm sure a lot of my sneaker heads can tell the difference, but this is for the average consumer who may not be able to tell the difference. So as you can see, there's a retail pair and there's a replica pair. For those of you who don't know, this one is retail right here, and this replica. But before we go into the differences between the two shoes, I want to go over what's in the box. All right, so now I have the boxes here, and I'm going to go in and tell you the differences. So this is the replica pair. This is the paper that comes in it, and the paper that comes into the retail pair. As you can see, maybe not on the main camera, but on this camera here, it looks pretty close. I mean, it looks really good actually. In the past, you could tell the difference because the retail pair would be much lighter, and there would be like a dark brownish tint to the replica pair, but they've gotten really close. The retails has a lot more of a structure to it, and the replicas, as you can see as I turn it around here, is more of a flat shoe. It looks like a water sneaker more than it looks like an actual, retail pair. So you could look at the two here and tell the difference instantly, simply by taking a look. Although these replicas are probably what they would call a AAA back in the day, I don't know what they really call them now. I've literally only worn my retails once. I can't do it on feet because the person who shared this has a smaller size than I do. But when you're looking at the shoe, look at the structure of the shoe. As I'm giving you kind of a look here, and you can instantly tell the difference. Now the toe box also is one area. I'll probably do another review of this shoe, looking at maybe let's say one of the top resellers for replicas. I've made a couple of connections and actually had a couple of people agree to send me a couple of pairs. But this is something that you always want to look. There's a site that has protective sales for their, similar to eBay, for their customers. And they provide shoes, and they will use a pair of retails as the stock photo. And so I don't want you to get confused. But again, the prime knit isn't that bad. The pattern is a little bit off, but the knit itself actually isn't too far off. So I'm sure you can get some comfort out of them. But again, these are call-outable. Like, you can literally tell the difference. You can see here. You can see here on the toe box, this is a smaller toe box in the front. The stitching here is a little different as well. If you can take a good look at that, you can tell right away. Also the lacing. Look at the tips of the laces here in comparison to the retail. The retail has a fatter laces tip, and also laces as well. The structure of the shoe, as I mentioned earlier, is much different than the retail. So these are some telltale signs on this. Let's get it into the studio and see a different view of it. All right, so we have the shoes in the studio. These are the retails. You see that cream on the heel of the shoe. The replicas don't have it, and that pull tab on the replicas right there, terrible compared to these retails. Also, the laces kind of have a cream look on the retails, but when you look at the replica, it is literally cocaine white, like so it doesn't look as good. Here are the two shoes side by side, and you can tell the difference. The midsoles of the replicas are just icy white, gum bottoms, and they don't match. We already went over the toe box. Look at that discoloration on the toe box for the retail. Again, the replicas don't match that. They managed to get the logos correct. The Adidas and Yeezy logo is pretty close to accurate, but that's about it. And maybe the prime knit, the material feels okay. It's not like identical to retail, of course, because the structure of the shoe is a little flimsy, but the knit feels pretty good. The boost I didn't really check out as much just because the shoe didn't look as good for me. So I don't believe DHgate is a good website for you to purchase your Yeezys. As you can see, all the flaws even looking right there. The laces, the structure of the shoe, the toe box, and everything. So like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, please. This is me pleading for you to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram, and let's go. See you on the next video. Hey guys, welcome to our channel. This is Young King Millions, and this is Milan, my daughter. She wanted to be in this video because she's a sneakerhead like her daddy. And isn't that right? Yes. Let's go. What are we doing today? We're reviewing what? Triple white? What are we doing? Replicas to retail? Yes, we're going to do some replicas to retail. Stay tuned, watch this video, subscribe to this channel, like this video right now. Let's go.